tomorrow, I am now heading to Marlow to my Bespoke Smile appointment with Dr Sam Jethwa, although I think this is actually going to be my appointment with Lydia. Lydia I have followed on Instagram for such a long time, and she is going to be conducting my braces and my Invisalign, which is the first step in this process. They are incredible. They've been incredibly patient and malleable to my sensitivities. And the main reason that I'm doing this is to just improve my smile. The main reason that you will ever see me looking at myself in the viewfinder is because of these two teeth here. I think that they are getting worse and worse, and it is getting to the point where it's all I can like focus on is like, have you got a tooth missing, Lydia? And I haven't. The tooth is very much there. I just want to push it back a little bit, but we're taking things gently and slowly, and hopefully it will get my teeth to a really good place where I'm happy with, because I'm still umming and ahhing about the next phase of this treatment. And like I said, they're being super, like they're tailor making this to me and just being really, really malleable in the fact that I don't know quite yet how far I want to take my teeth with this, but yet they're so supportive and helpful throughout. So I'm going to head to my first appointment with, I believe it's Lydia, but it's under the care of Dr Sam Jethwa, who is a fellow Rickmansworth chap, which is so funny. I think he actually probably lives quite near my brother, and I believe his wife watches my videos, and it's just a funny turn of events. But he's a really, really good egg, and he's got some really good plans for my teeth. So before I sweat to death, I'm going to get the engine on and head to Marlow. Every single tooth has these figures and these numbers, and they have those kind of values for both the crown of the tooth and also, do you see they change slightly the root of the tooth? So I have 4 sets of these numbers to analyse and look at and tweak and adjust. Wow, that would make my head spin. It does mine a bit, but just to make sure that we're moving everything correctly. So lots of planning does go into it, and it's definitely not kind of just taking what Invisalign suggests and the algorithm suggests. So in your case, Lydia, we are aiming to tuck in this tooth on the top. So if we have a look at your top teeth here, you can see that one on the top on the left-hand side. It's just sticking out slightly, and we want to neaten things up. And then on the bottom, we can see, this is your main concern, that when you smile and talk, especially talking to camera, you notice that it almost seems like you're missing a tooth there because of this step here. So we have planned just 5 weeks of aligners to get from here to here, and what you'll see on the top is that we are tucking in this tooth here to get that really nice even curve around the front. And then on the bottom we're tucking that canine in, but the area where we see most change is if we look at the lowers on its own, we're kind of leveling this slant slightly. In. After 5 weeks, we're going to have another look and see how you're feeling about everything and how you've been getting on with the aligners, because I know that you don't want to wear them for a huge amount of time. So we have some extra aligners where we can just push that canine in slightly more, and we've really tailored the plan to you. So we've reduced the amount of buttons on the teeth. We are asking the aligners to do quite a lot. We've taken away a few of the things that can help it move quicker, and this is by no means completely comprehensive, but what we've done is we've focused in on the 2 areas that bother you the most, and we're trying to correct them in a reasonable time frame in a way that kind of fits in with your life and your work and everything around that. Amazing. The final thing we talked about was the width of the smile. So you can see at the start we have slightly narrow arch form here, and what we're hoping is to just expand that slightly, just to give you that slightly wider smile. I always think Margot Robbie, Julia Roberts, people like that, they've got those lovely wide smiles. How's that all sounding? Perfect. So I am out of my first Invisalign appointment, and what you would have seen there was my treatment plan with Lydia, and I've got my first aligner in at the moment. It already feels a lot better, but I'm going to spend the entire 1 hour journey home basically talking to myself, just getting used to my mouth moving in this way. But instantly I feel so much like better with it, and we have a very, very short treatment plan, but we have the opportunity to really change it and tailor make it. So I feel really comfortable. Lydia is so lovely, and they really have worked so hard to accommodate someone who is a very, very sensitive dental patient and very, very picky. So really excited to start getting rid of this gap. And that's my little saliva swallow, because naturally when you start Invisalign you get a lot more saliva, so that's one of the things that I want to just continue talking, getting used to, and not having any issue with. But you might notice in my videos over the next few weeks that there is a little bit of a lisp. I personally don't think there's anything wrong with lisps, and it is just one of those things that happens when you maybe correct your teeth. And what she has said is that this is actually something that they would advise not just in a cosmetic sense for me, because currently my teeth, the front two on the top and the front two on the bottom, are competing and fighting and hitting each other quite a lot. What will happen is that will affect the enamel of those teeth, because they're going to constantly be hitting. And I have noticed that when I talk, sometimes I go to say something and my teeth clash. So it is something that she said that she thinks it is something that would not just be cosmetic advice to have this corrected anyway, and to start the process. So we're starting, and we're going to stick with it. But already I'm finding talking to you so much easier, so I'm just going to practice getting my mouth around it all, which is not a pun, it's the truth.